Nation's capital, now to the Federal Capital Federal High Court, where Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduagan has been granted a 50 million naira bail for alleged imputation to cause harm. That's a case with the Senate President, Akpoti-Uduagan. We're now going to bring in our senior reporter, Celestina, who's standing by for us to give us more update on this particular case. Celestina, what more can you tell us at this moment? We understand that the senator has now been granted a 50 million naira bail, and then she pleaded not guilty.
Okay, well, Precious, as I speak, the senator is still in the premises of the FCT High Court, trying to perfect her bail condition, and the court adjourned till September, which is after the vacation, because the court will soon go on vacation from July to September. But some persons that came to court in solidarity with the lawmaker were not quite pleased with the conditions, because they had hoped that the court would have granted her bail based on self-recognizance. But the federal government's lawyer, which is the prosecuting counsel, actually opposed the bail application before Justice Orji said that bail is discretionary and these particular accusations are not indicting. It's a 3-count charge of alleged criminal defamation, and the federal government is the one prosecuting the case under Section 391 of the Penal Code. There have been issues raised according to who is to prosecute defamation, but now this is criminal defamation, and the federal government is using Section 391 to back their stand, and also these alleged offences are punishable under Section 392 of the Penal Code. If found guilty, it is 2 years imprisonment. But also, the senator is also facing charges before the Federal High Court, presided by Justice Umar, and that case is to come up on the 30th, where she will also be arraigned to take plea for the second time in a different matter. But we've not yet seen the particulars of that particular charge before the Federal High Court, if it's similar to this that was presented to her today. But the one that was read to her in court today had to do with the statement she made on live TV, where she had alleged that her life was in danger, or life was threatened, or there were plots to assassinate or kill her. She mentioned some names and said these people were in cahoots trying to kill her. And also the telephone conversation she made with one lady called Sandra Duru. These were the charges against her, and the federal government said that she knowingly said this statement, knowing that there are imputations to cause harm to these persons who she alleged are after her life. She pled not guilty, and the court adjourned to September.
We also understand that the court declined to issue a warrant of arrest. What more can you also tell us about that? Okay,
very well. At the last sitting, the case, she wasn't present in court. The federal government had moved that she be arrested, trying to get the court to issue a warrant for arrest. But the lawyer had said that his client, which is Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduagan, had not been served at that time with the charges. And according to the Administration of Criminal Justice, it is pertinent for the charges should be served directly to the defendant or the lawyer. So she was not in court at that time. The federal government had tried to move that she be arrested, but the lawyer has said that the senator had given him the right to receive the charge on her behalf. So the charge was served on the senator, on the lawyer, I beg your pardon, for the senator. So that was why she was in court today. So the defendant, the prosecution, I beg your pardon, had brought up the application because, according to them, it's been difficult for them to serve the charge on her, seem more or less that she's evading service. But the court said that now that she has said a lawyer to collect the charge on her behalf, let's see what happens. And today she turned up. The prosecution also today, part of objecting bail, saying that it was difficult to get her. But the defendant said she's not a flight risk and she's a lawmaker representing Kogi Central, so she will always turn up whenever the case arises.
Thank you so much, Celestina, for that update. We guess then that next time we'll get an update on this will be September. Senior reporter live for us in the nation's capital, Celestina area.